for diversity and intercultural understanding, regional and sub-regional organizations, civil society and non-governmental.
How do you get people to go and work as entrepreneurs if the traditional system of making...
Intolerance is exceptionally deep-rooted in the region, so we need to begin to figure out what exactly is, what are the sources of that intolerance, why do some people feel that that level of intolerance is necessary to their religious and national identity.
Declaring 2019 as the Year of Tolerance shows significant role and contribution in preparation of the conference.
Public diplomacy is really trying to open up whole new areas for people to look at the Emirates and understand it, and try to explain the Emirates beyond the kind of stereotypical view of the Emirates. The traditional one, which is oil producer, desert country, sort of tourism, a bit of bling.
Seeks to rip apart the social fabric that binds our shared humanity, an Arab security vision based on the United Nations global counter.
We've had an activist role in some of these conflict zones, but at the same time as having that activist role, essentially to defend our interests, we've also been developing the country internally, really focused on tackling some of the issues that we see not being tackled elsewhere.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, conference, and to say how happy we are to see you here in this festive season.
The focus of our movement on tolerance is religious tolerance. And part of the reason for that is that what we see in terms of political conflict in the area is it's founded on religious intolerance. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to clarify at a very fundamental level that we're all equal, that we all have the right to exist, that we all have the right to have different beliefs. And at a certain stage, that will then translate into a broader type of society, a more open society, a welcoming society. At the moment, no, political tolerance is not quite there. We're not talking about that at this stage.
This is what I'm seeing from my organic The science too much, we have questions too much, and just trust.
When we begin to communicate with each other, we need to understand what we mean by tolerance. And I think that's only now beginning to happen. It's only now beginning to be put out there into the public sphere that tolerance is actually a much more complex idea. It can't be summed up in a sentence. It has to be also developed through local practices, sort of some philosophical thought as well.
And now I recognize, 35 years later, that patience is just a method